What's up, everybody? This is the internet's favorite attorney, Matt Lopez. I'm the owner of Matthew Lopez Law. We are the largest criminal defense law firm in the state of Arizona. We have 11 attorneys. I'm the managing attorney. I'm the owner. And if you're new to my channel, I shoot these videos on a regular basis about topical events that I see online or read online. My office, because of our reputation, we represent celebrities and athletes, and recently a lot of attention, or a lot of cases that are making the local news, and even some cases that are making national news. One case in particular that's making international news. So we've seen it all, we've done it all. We represent about 1,500 clients a year, and we really have become the go-to criminal defense law firm in Arizona, particularly the Phoenix metro area. But today I was looking at TMZ and looking at the articles, and I see there's Brittany Bateman. She's on the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I guess she went through a pretty nasty divorce. Divorced her husband or ex-husband named John Underwood. I don't know the details of the divorce. I assume it was nasty because Brittany went out and she got an order of protection in 2023 and served it and filed it, and it was upheld against Mr. Underwood. I don't know. I'm not licensed in Utah, so I don't know how Utah law works. I can only give advice about Arizona law. That's the only state that I'm licensed in. But order of protection, you have to allege some form of threat, domestic threat in this particular case, and then a person served, and it's upheld for a period of 2 years. And then you can apply to get it reinstated. So you don't have to do this all the time. But apparently, this guy, Mr. Underwood, he's been breaching or violating the order of protection by messing with her emails and getting into her electrical box and somewhat stalking her and staring at her. And he's looking at a felony. It wouldn't be a felony in Arizona unless he has priors, but it would be a misdemeanor for violating the order of protection. But some of the judges do take it serious. He could be looking at jail time. If he's charged with a felony in Utah, I would imagine decent amount of jail time, but also having the felony conviction on your record. If you are served with an order of protection in Arizona, you do lose your rights to possess a firearm, which Arizona is a very strong Second Amendment state. So a lot of people don't want their firearms lost, so they hire us to fight them. We were just hired today to fight one of these things, and it just looks ugly. So, if you're a professional and you're served with the order of protection, and one is upheld by the judge, your employer finds out, and there's a good chance you're going to get fired because they don't want to deal with any kind of toxic issues that arose out of you and your ex. But we see these all the time. We get domestic violence cases on a daily basis, and they can become nasty. My best advice to anybody is, look, just leave the other person alone, right? And I know that's obvious advice, but domestic violence cases, people get heated, people get into arguments, just walk away, don't engage them. And then oftentimes, you really got to consider this order of protection, because I know that they do serve a purpose, but it really is just a piece of paper. You're not going to have your private security guard or police department with you at all time. And so, the person can obviously violate it. It would be against the law, but they're easy to violate because you don't have any protection other than this piece of paper. But one thing you really need to keep in mind if you're going to file an order of protection is you're really going to piss the other person off. So I think that needs to be taken into consideration. If you're going through a nasty divorce or a nasty breakup, it's going to add fuel to the fire. So really, really consult with an attorney or a family law attorney if you're going to consider filing one of these things. We had somebody try to hire us yesterday who was going through a pretty contentious divorce and wanted us to file the order of protection for him, or contested. I can't remember which one's which. And they were going through the divorce, and I said, look, you need to get with your family law attorney. I'm not going to take this case. So she can advise you accordingly, because we only do criminal offense. And even though it is criminal, it's so closely connected to a divorce that I just don't touch them. And sometimes I just don't think it's in a client's best interest to even file them. But that's just me. That's not the advice I'm giving you. That's some of the advice that I give my clients. So I hope everything works out with this Brittany lady and her ex-husband, Underwood. I'd be curious to see how Utah treats this violation of the order of protection. But you absolutely need to hire a lawyer anytime somebody's filing an order of protection against you, or you've been charged with violating an order of protection. The consequences can be they can follow you from a career level to jail, like Mr. Underwood may be facing jail. So it's not worth rolling the dice on it. We don't charge within reason all that much money. So it's pretty good to have a lawyer protecting your rights and to make sure you're getting a fair deal. But I'm curious of what your comments are. What's the internet's comments? What do you think about this? Are you following the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City closely? Do you know about Miss Bateman? Do you know anything about the divorce? I'd be curious to find out about it. So leave a comment below, subscribe to my channel. Give me a list of things that you want me to talk about. I love pop culture. I have the media reaching out to me all the time. So, I go through these things and I give my advice and, or at least my, what I think about the situation. But leave the comments. Give me some ideas. If you're with TMZ, give me a call or shoot me a DM. Thanks for watching this. I appreciate your time and I hope you enjoyed my content.